Word formation. In English, new words can be formed by putting different parts together. Very often, something called a prefix or a suffix can be added to a root word to form a new word. What is a root word? A root word is a simple word with a basic meaning. We can add a small part at the beginning of the root word to form a new word. We call this small part the prefix. For example, the verb do is a root word. We can add a small part in front of do. Un is the prefix. A new word is formed. Undo. We can also add a small part behind the root word to form a new word. This small part is called a suffix. Let's look at the root word color. We can add a small part behind color to form a new word. Here, the suffix full is added. A new word is formed. Colorful. Let's take a look at another root word, happy. We can add a small part behind the adjective happy to form a new word. Here, ness is a suffix. Be careful, sometimes the ending letter of the root word needs to be changed to form the new word. In this example, the Y at the end of happy is changed to an I to form the new word, which is happiness. Sometimes we can add both a prefix and a suffix to a root word to form a new word. For example, we can add the prefix in and the suffix if to the root word act to form the new word inactive. Or we can add the prefix un and the suffix able to the root word believe to form a new word. Pay attention when the E at the end of the root word meets the A at the beginning of the suffix able. We take away the E at the end of the root word to form the new word unbelievable. Now, let's take a look at how the root word is changed after we add a prefix or a suffix to it. When we add the prefix un to the verb do, the meaning of it changed. Undo means to cancel the effects of doing something. When we add the suffix full to the noun color, it's changed to an adjective, colorful. What about this? After we added the suffix ness to the adjective happy, what has changed? The root word is changed from an adjective to a noun. When we add the suffix if to the root word act, it is changed from a verb to an adjective, active. And when we add the prefix in, the meaning is changed to the opposite, inactive, which means not active. And when we add the suffix able to the root word believe, it's changed from a verb to an adjective. After we add the prefix un to believable, the meaning is changed to the opposite, unbelievable. That means not believable. In short, prefixes and suffixes change the form of a word or the meaning of a word. Next, let's take a look at some common prefixes and suffixes. Adding one of these prefixes or suffixes can change the root word to its opposite meaning. They include in, as in incorrect, im, as in imperfect, un, as in unnecessary, dis, as in dislike, and less, as in careless. Some suffixes can change the root word to its adjective form. Some suffixes changed the noun to an adjective. They are e, as in sleepy, and full, as in beautiful. Some suffixes change the root word from a verb to an adjective. They are able, as in reliable, and if, as in active. Some other suffixes can change the root word to its verb form. These suffixes change the root word from an adjective to a verb. They are ify, for example in simplify, and as in soften. Other than the suffixes mentioned, these suffixes below can change the root word to its noun form. On the left are suffixes which can change the root word from an adjective to a noun. They include th, as in warmth, ati, as in humidity, t, as in safety, ens, as in convenience, ness, as in nervousness. And on the right, we have suffixes which can change the root word from a verb to a noun. They include ation, as in education, and as in discussion, and ment, as in announcement. After looking at a lot of suffixes which change the form of the root word, let's take a look at some prefixes which change the meaning of the root word. This prefix means to do something again. There's no change in word form when we use the prefix re. Some example words formed by re are redo, rewrite, revisit, and review. This prefix means too much. Over, as in oversleep, overcook, overlook, overreact, and overeat. This prefix means too little. Under, underpay, undercook, underreact, and underestimate. And here is the final prefix of the day. This prefix means to do something badly or incorrectly. Miss. For example, misunderstand, misinform, misbehave, and misspell. Well done! You have learned how words are formed in English by adding prefixes and suffixes to root words.